Good day guys, being here. Today we're going to model this Intuit dome. Okay, so there will be like three steps. One is to create this shape, and the second step is to model a pattern-based family. So this one, and then the final step is to add some structure behind them. Okay, so let's start. So first, we're going to create a conceptual mass, and we're going to create that shape, right? So I won't worry too much about the scale of this model. So just roughly to create, first we need to create a path of that. So basically roughly the footprint of this mass. So we're going to use a reference line, use ellipse, and use draw on world plan. So click on this center and then just roughly, okay, so maybe just do it something like this. Maybe just increase this a little bit. Okay, so and then we need to create a profile. So use a point, use draw on face, place it onto this reference line, and then we need to create a profile. Profile. Use reference line. We're going to use start and radius arc, and you draw on world plan, set world plan, pick the world plan on this point, and then just roughly draw a arc. Okay, so now let's try and see if we can create a form from this. Probably not. So it says an open profile cannot be swept along a multi-segment path. Okay, so that's fine. So which means we need to create a closed loop. Okay, so instead of open, so let's use offset. Maybe just use 500 and then copy and create another one, and then we're going to close it, use reference line, and use draw on world plan is fine because we are currently on this world plan on this point. So and then just close it. You can use tab SE to snap endpoint, so make it easier for you to pick the endpoint of this reference line. So SE. Okay, so now let's try again. Select this closed profile and this path, create a form, and this is the shape. So now we probably want to close this, the top of this, right, a little bit. So we can, and also you can still adjust the footprint. So let me just type WF wireframe, so I can easily pick the footprint or the path of this sweep. Okay, and then you can drag, you can adjust the size of this, right? So you can increase or reduce the size. And then also for the top, so I'm going to just move this end because so you can just move it, right, to close this a little bit. Yeah, still works. You can also use your arrow key on your keyboard to so you can see it will break at some when you extend this one a little bit too much, because this will because of the relationship between this and this, it will create a sharp corner here, and then intersect with itself or something like that, and it will break this form. So you have to you probably to reduce a little bit furthermore, so you need to adjust the profile of this. Maybe you can always have a play so let's see if we can. So if you adjust this, the length, the width of, the width on this direction a little bit more, so you can but then become more like a circle. So yeah, I think it's up to you, but I think that's the best we can do. So you can see if we drag this one, it will show this symbol. It says, oh, it will break. So it's fine here, break at this point. It's fine here, but it will break here. Okay, so I think for this exercise, I'll just leave it as it is. Yeah, that's fine. So see, there's a top, so maybe you can model something on top of this to cover that hole. Okay, so now let's change to shade SD, and we can create a divider surface on this surface. Okay, so tab, select. So you can select. So if you do not use tab, it will create the whole form, and if you divide the surface, it will create instead of create only 1 and 2, it will also create divided surface inside, which we don't really need. So let's just tab select this surface and create a divided surface, and then we can do another one, tab select this individual surface and create a divided surface. So now the next step is yeah, of course, before we jump onto this panel, pattern-based panel, we need to pick the correct pattern, right? For this one, so you can see here, I think the best pattern for this is, so you can use a rectangular with and then rotate by 45 degrees and then try to adjust all these grid rotations and to achieve this. But the easiest way to achieve this pattern is to use let me think, rhomboid. Okay, so select this one. Okay, so we can see there's some overlapping surface because when we create this form, we used a close, which means there's a thickness to it. Don't worry too much about that because we only need a surface, the top one. So the size currently, the size too big, so we just need to increase the number, or you can just change this one to whichever you like. Okay, so maximum spacing, and then you can, because these are quite like a square shape, but what we need like a flatter. So we can, oh hang on, let me think. We can adjust this. Yeah, so you can adjust the number or spacing of these U grid and V grids to achieve the result you need. Okay, so if you want this one to be this direction, this shape, like diamond shape, so you reduce the number here, so increase 40, or 40 times 10 maybe, so it's more like this, right? And if you put in 20 by 20, it's more like a horizontal. Okay, so I think this one's quite okay, and then we can just select this one, change it to the same rhomboid, and 20 and 20, right? So 20 and 20. Okay, so now the next step is to create a pattern-based family. So let's go create a new family. So we're going to use generic model, pattern-based. Okay, so first we need to use the matching grid. Okay, so select this and change the grid. I'm not quite sure. So you can see this cube here, it says top. So maybe let's just use this as a top. So it means it's this point. So you can see in this panel, so 1, 2, 3, all these 3 points are sitting just on the structure, and then only the bottom one is slightly off from the structure to create this opening. So we're going to do the same. Okay, so this will be the top, this will be the open offset point. So let's place a point you draw on work plan, set work plan, pick the horizontal work plan, place onto the point. Does it work? Sorry, let's have a look. yeah, sometimes when you accidentally place onto a reference line instead of the point. I think this one should be fine. So now you can see offset. This is a number. Don't worry too much about number, but just let's create a parameter. So let's call it offset. Use type. Okay. And maybe just increase this a little bit more, because although it looks like quite big offset, but this is because we have this 3 meter by 3 meter grids. In this massing, it might be 6 meter by 6 meter or 9 meter by 9 meter. But because we have this offset parameter, we can always control it in that massing. So don't worry too much about that. So now select these 2 points and create a spline through points between them, and make it reference line. And then create another reference spline through points and make it reference line. Another spline through points and make it reference line. So now we have all the reference lines we need, and we can select this 1, 2, 3. So you can press Ctrl to select all 3, and to create a form. So you can use. So if you need like a thickness, you can create this form, or you can just delete that top bit, and it will be only a surface. Or you can directly just create a surface by choosing the one on the right hand side. So for this exercise, I'm going to just use a surface to reduce some the time for my computer to calculate. Okay, so and if you need to give it a material, you can just click on here to create a material. Otherwise, you can also create a parameter for the material. So I'm not going to do it in this. Okay, so I think this is it. Now we can load this one into here. So select this divided surface, go to the drop down menu. You should be able to find the family, just load it. So select this family, and this will take a few seconds for it to. Okay, so it looks like we have some issue here. First, looks like the offset point is behind that surface. So which means that's fine. Because we have a profile for this one. So see here, we can just type in a negative number. Okay, so if you want this one, you really want this one to be a positive number, you can always go back to here and then just how do we do it? Just maybe create another parameter and then use a formula. So such as like x equals negative x, something like that. Okay, so now you can see the openings on the right side, but it's been the orientation or the direction of these panels are wrong, right? So we thought this point will be the top, but it's actually on the side. So which means we just need to, oh, hang on. And actually another option to flip the panel. So instead of, go here to use negative number, I'll maybe change it back, and I'll show you another way to flip them. Okay, so you can also go here. So see this component flip or component mirror. I think it's flip. Let's try. If you click on component flip, it should flip to the other side, which will be the correct direction on the external side. Yes, great. So yeah, this way you can still have the positive offset number, but yeah, so it will be correct. Correct offset direction. Okay, so and then we just need to, so these panels are 90 degrees rotated, so maybe we try rotate them by 90 degree, and then just wait. Yeah, so this is it. You can see they are all correct, offset in the right direction, and also the direction of these the opening is also correct. That right? Great. So let's just quickly do another one. So this one, select the family 4, and then with 90 degrees. Oh, and a flip. Maybe you need a flip component flip, and also a 90 degree here. Yeah, great. So now you can see, yeah, it's all, yeah, looks like it's also matching here. So that's perfect. Great. It's like a pineapple. Anyway, so okay, so what's next? So you can adjust the size. So if you, because the offset is a type parameter, if you change the one, it will change all. So for example, if I type 2 meter offset, it will change the whole thing. So open up the corner. Yeah, great. It's more like a pineapple now. Okay, I think the panel's all good, and then yeah, some structure behind. So I think we can, yeah, if we do not worry too much about like the overlapping or the the actual element, we can just quickly place a point, use draw on face. So I would do this, point, draw on face, place onto this point, and we can just create a circle, use a reference circle, draw on world plan, set world plan, pick this, and we can just create, not sure about the size, but maybe just like, let's make it a 300 radius, so 600 diameter. And also because we don't want this frame to be overlapping with the panel, so maybe just move it down, so move it away from the panel. So now we can select this profile together with these reference lines, and also this one, control select, so we can create a frame behind this panel, right? So now let's load this one into, or maybe hang on, maybe we can also add a radius parameter. So in case we want to change the size of this one, we can just change it in the conceptual mask instead of coming back and change it in the pattern based family. Okay, so we just need to wait a little longer, and Revit will do the hard work for us. Almost there. Okay, so now we have this. So you can see the structure behind. Great. And so currently we still have another, you can see this is still surface behind, because when we create the form, there are we use a closed loop, so it will create two surface or a solid. So and then we only change the surface one into a divided surface, and still there's another surface in the back, so you can see that's not look through. So that's okay. What we can do is we can select this, see this form, so this form. So here visible, you can uncheck the visible. So once you uncheck the visible, and you can you can make it invisible when you load it into like for example a project. So I'll quickly show you. If I create a project, maybe without any template, and I'll just load this pineapple into depth project. Okay, this will take a few seconds to yeah, I do need to upgrade my computer because it's taking okay, click once, okay, and then just wait a few seconds again, and I'll just press escape to finish this. I think it's all done, but still okay, all done. So escape. So okay, finish it. Let's go to 3D view. So this is it. I'll change the shade SD. You'll see there's no surface behind, so you can only see the panels in the front, right? And also you can see the structure behind. And then you can, I think you can still, yeah, so you can see because these pattern-based family, by default, they are shared family. So you can change the size in this project. So you just need to tab, select one of them, and also because these parameters are type parameter, you can change them and it will change everything here. So for example, if you want to increase the size of the frame, so you type in a number here. If you want to change the offset of this opening, so you can also type here. Once you click OK, so this will change the whole thing. Okay, so quickly. Okay. Did you see the change? I didn't see it. Let me just Control Z, Control Y, Control Z, Control Y. Yeah. Sometimes when I change something and to see the difference between them, just you can just Control Z, Control Y, Control Z, Control Y. So this is the easiest way to figure out what's being changed. So it's quite obvious when you Control Z, Control Y, so you can see the difference, right? Great. Okay. Now let me just Control Y again. Okay. And also, in case you want to, so for example, you want to open this one, only open them, different angle, with different angle. Actually, I'm not quite sure. So let's try, see if we can, we can't really duplicate. So I think the only option for us then is to make this an instance parameter instead of a type parameter. So let me just quickly have a try. So go see this point, we have a parameter for this offset, which is a type parameter. So if I go here, change this one to an instance parameter, and now load this one. Maybe I'll just load this one directly into the project. So because this is a shared parameter, you don't need to load into one and then next one and the next one. You can load it directly into the final destination if you wanted to. So this is some difference between the normal family and the shared family. But if you're not sure, always to do it safely, so you just do it one by one. So it's load into the conceptual mass and then load into the project. So, but yeah, if you know what you're doing, so you can do it this way. Okay. So now I loaded this pattern-based family directly into the project. So this will overwrite the pattern-based family inside of this conceptual mass in this project. Okay, so my Revit is still running. Okay, it's taking a long time. Oh, maybe because this is level 1. So let's go to 3D view. Now let's have a look again. So I'll tab select. It doesn't work. So you can see now the offset, instead of previously it's here, but now although it's here, it's gray out because it's part of the, I believe because it's part of the conceptual mass, so it won't let me to adjust it here. So to adjust those panels individually, I have to load this one into the conceptual mass and adjust them here. Okay. Yeah, this sounds a little bit very complicated, but once you understand how Revit works, yeah, it's not that hard. Oops. Yeah, so this is why my computer is so slow. I don't have enough space. Anyway, so now here, so you can see this is in this conceptual mass, because we changed this one parameter from type parameter to instance parameter. So you can change them here. So for example, if I change this one to 5 meter, so this will open up this panel a little bit. And also just remember, because we use offset, it's only this direction. It's not actually open, keeping the size or shape of this panel. It's more like changing the shape. So yeah, if you increase this to a big number, you will see that it's not actually open up, but more like changing the shape, right? So, but anyway, so this is how you can adjust them individually. Yeah, I think that's it. And also, yeah, it's possible to keep the shape or size, but that will involve a lot of calculation. And yeah, I think I've done something like that before, quite a long time ago. But yeah, I don't think we should spend that much time to but sometimes you need to, because the actual project in real life, yeah, you need to do all those calculations. But okay, so that's it. I will upload this mass so you can have a play. Yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.